go. Last submission of the night. Go fucker 1488. Happy birthday, buddy. Here we are.
Mistakenly make this assumption all the Kink isn't just sexual. People mistakenly make this assumption all the time, when, in actuality, you can derive many different forms of pleasure from kink besides sex. This assumption arises often because sexual forms of kink have the most shock value.
That's the sound of an AK-47 in my head doing fun stuff. Let's see here. Kink I'm typing in kink definition. Let's go to Webster's. I pay $5 a year for Webster's. Here we go. Yes, because I do write, so I have the Webster's app on my phone. Use it quite often. Kink noun. Here we go. Close-up pic. A short, light twist or curl. Well, here we go. A mental or physical peculiarity, eccentricity, quirk, whim, clever, unusual way of doing something, a cramp in some part of the body, infection likely to cause difficulty in the preparation of visual. There it is. Unconventional sexual taste or behavior. But I'm assuming the sexual is unconventional because these are the adjectives. Unconventional sexual taste or behavior. So unconventional sexual behavior or unconventional sexual taste. So you're doing that thing again where you act like words don't mean stuff. And it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. Do you guys like that Kill Carl guy on Instagram? Yeah, he rules. Anyway, here we go.
So they get talked about the most. But just because they get talked about the most doesn't mean that there aren't other ways to enjoy kink. A model I find helpful for thinking about kink is SAM, or the split attraction model. If you're on the asexual or aromantic spectrum, chances are you already have familiarity with this model, which breaks down the different ways that we, as human beings, can experience attraction to another person or persons. The most obvious and prevalent one is sexual attraction, which describes a desire to have sex. However, this is separate from romantic attraction, which describes a desire to have a relationship.
I hate that these guys can go to Build-A-Bear where I'm trying to get my kid a bear on their birthday or something, and these are the type of people that come in without kids. Smooth off. Smooth off. He's crowding parks, playgrounds. You're not a kid anymore, okay, pal? You're not, you know why? Because you're not cute. Kids are cute. See a kid, you go, oh, cute on the swing, doing the thing. Oh, what a cute little kid. Oh, what's his name? You're not cute, and nobody wants to know your name. Nobody wants to see you in public. There's nothing cute about it. In fact, it's disgusting. And you're a pedophile. And get away from me. And get out of Build-A-Bear. What was that last slide? It was like an iPod Shuffle from 2005 that he shoves up his ass. Get out. Go away. You're not allowed in malls. You're not allowed around my kids. Playgrounds, nothing.
To date or etc. And there are plenty of
you take that like a kitty pillow to like fuck in the woods. Get out. How big? Why is that thing that size? By the way. Smooth off. Oh, you got me sounding like a cow because I want it smooth off.
Attractions we can have either in combination or distinctly from those two.
Hey, he fucks that too.
Such as sensual attraction, aesthetic, intellectual, emotional, platonic, and so.
Oh, so it could be aesthetic. So So Frank Lloyd Wright had a kink for architecture. Is that how we're using the word now? Are you like Frank Lloyd Wright or something? The way you dress up like a wolf and eat cum in the woods? God, I know people might be like, oh, but it's being too aggro and stuff. We have to have a visceral, like extreme reaction to stuff like this. We can't allow stuff like this to go on. We can't allow it. We can't. Chris had just said it. We've been too tolerant of a society, and that has allowed evil to, spread its tentacles, its roots. We've been too tolerant. We got to start being less tolerant. Okay? We got to, man. We got to. I can't. I got to try and my best. I got to try my best to have, the vision of what I want for the future for my kids. And I want people like this to, I can't say. Why can't you say anything in this country? If we're so free, why am I so scared to say stuff over here now? For the first time in forever, I feel like I'm scared to say anything.
Anymore. Now let's map.
I can't. I'm so mad that he goes to Bill. It could be the same Build-A-Bear I take my kids to. It says Minnesota here, but still, fuck that. It pisses me off to know a guy like that could be at Build-A-Bear next to my kids because I'm trying to have a fun day with them. This guy would come in his shorts. Is looking for a new cat to fuck.
This onto kink. A kink is an unusual practice that gives you pleasure, but that pleasure doesn't have to be just sexual pleasure. It could also be romantic pleasure, sensual pleasure, aesthetic pleasure, and so on. Pet play offers a great example of this, as many people enjoy it as a kink, not just as some way to get sexual gratification, but rather a way to feel emotionally close to a handler who takes care of them.
I don't want you to feel emotionally close to anybody because that person would be a criminal and they're doing crime with you, and you know the crime I'm talking about. I don't want you guys getting together. I don't want you having a community. I don't want you, you're not allowed to have a keyboard, a mouse, internet, electricity, nothing. Nothing. No running water and figure it out. Until you figure that out, you know?
In a fun or a gentle way.
I think you're just really bored, so we need to drop you off in the desert like Bear Grylls and make you drink your own pee-pee until you make it back to civilization. Like you haven't drank your own piss before also. Or called yourself Bear. So how about we drop you off in the woods, see if you can make it back. See at the end of, 18 days of being really hungry and thirsty, if you give a shit at all about, having a fuzzy fleshlight to. God damn it, it's making me so pissed off. It's making me so mad. Fuck. God damn it. It put me in like this fight or flight thing because I'm imagining being with like my 2-year-old and my 1-year-old trying to have a moment, and this asshole walks in and I'm like, oh man, I wish we lived in a, where's Lennon? Where are they? Where is the big hole? There needs to be a place to put the rot. And that's what a lot of great leaders have figured out. If you're trimming the hedges, you got to take the hedges and, cast them. You put them in a bag and then you put that bag in a furnace or you bury it or whatever. I'm kidding. I'm obviously just joking here, folks. They might derive pleasure from
sensations, such as the feel of the hood on their face, or the feel of their tail wagging behind them. They might derive pleasure from the aesthetics, like the way their outfit makes them look, or the bright colors they chose to wear. In all likelihood, a person probably...
Fuck! These are rules for children, ball pit rules. No leaning on rails, no throwing outside pits, no jumping. So these are for kids. That's a gym? Dude, if you're not a parent, you have no idea what you kind of have to deal with when you go out. Some of the stuff you see, some of the looks you get, some of the people that are hanging out in certain areas that have, kind of wandering eyes, but you're like, oh man, you go, okay. You want to walk up to them, and go, just if you go to the mall, right, and there's a little choo-choo train that goes around, and there's a bench facing the choo-choo train. It's just a weird fucking guy in denim jeans comes by, and he just sits there and he watches the kids go around, and he watches them. He doesn't get on his phone. He's not with anybody. He watches the little kids go round and round. He's not old enough where it's like a lonely, sweet thing, and you can see the look in his eye. You can sense the evil on him. You want to walk up to him and be like, you like kids? Yeah? You like watching them? You don't have kids, huh? No grandkids, nothing? No wife? Interesting. Yeah, I could kind of tell. Yeah, keep it up. Excuse me? No, I'm just saying, sit here, soak it in, keep it up. Is that a threat? Nope. Just keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. See what happens. Keep sitting there. Keep watching them go round and round and round. Keep it up. Yeah, Fafo. I put on my Fafo hat and walk over to him. He's totally not a pedophile. I'm just like, keep it up. He's like, what? He's like, I have gout. I'm shopping with my family. He's like, I had to sit down. I'm like, yeah, I bet you are. I bet you are. Fafo
enjoys a combination of several of these.
Oh, smooth off, though. Smooth
as to why they
off.
might enjoy a particular kink. The point is, simplifying kink down to just what people get out of it sexually is reductive, harmful, and stigmatizing.
Nope, it's actually the definition. It's not harmful. It's actually correct. It harms nobody. No one's harming you. That's why you have to make up the fake harm. That's harming me. No one's harming you. So you have to make up the fake harm. It's actually harmful to assume it's a kink to dress up like a teddy bear and get raped in the woods and drink cum. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. That's on me, man. I didn't mean to stereotype or something. No, it's okay. Oh, by the way, you got some cum leaking. Yeah, down your fursuit, there's some cum. It's dripping. There's a gob of it. Yeah, if you wanna, I'm not saying it's a kink or anything, but you got there's a big wad of cum. It looks like like a water wax pomade stuck on the back of your fursuit. Yeah, just wipe it. Just take and there's some on your rainbow umbrella you've been walking around with. There's some pee. I think it's kind of smells like piss. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get Vladimir Lenin on the line and see if we can't do something about this. Not you specifically, just this whole thing. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go meditate on the spiritual rot that has infected 80% of the country. I'll be right back, if you don't mind. I'll be pontificating about the death cult that's taken over America and has allowed people like you to thrive and prosper. I'll be right back. Again, I don't think it's a kink at all. No, it's not a kink. No, I don't think it's a kink. The puppy mask, and it's not a kink. I know. It's just whatever, man. Whatever. Like I said earlier in the stream, whatever. Everything I said tonight was scripted for me before a studio audience. I'm an actor. Nothing I say, I'm legitimately mean. There's nothing I said I meant. I don't mean anything I say. I believe in loving everybody, taking care of everybody, and making the world a beautiful place. That's what I believe. I actually do believe in that. I believe in that. I believe in taking care of each other, loving everybody, and not throwing any stones. This is the real me speaking now. This is the real me. I have nothing but love for everybody we talked about tonight, and I hope they continue to prosper. I know the world is theirs already, but I hope they inherit even more because I don't think they have enough. Much love to everybody. God bless you all. I'll see you guys next week.